championships, the rivalries. It's up there on top of the list, man. And if we allow them to devalue it, we lose a lot of what makes college football special. Don't let them do it. Don't let them devalue what it means to you. Let's move to running back. Coach Locke has changed the entire dynamic of this room. This is just a different animal now than it used to be, and we are deep, and that is not Isaiah West in that picture. That's Mylan Graham. Anyway, we start today with transfer from West Virginia, CJ Donaldson, who currently is projected by most as part of the 1-2 punch that's going to be a starter here, as he is a senior, his final year of eligibility. CJ Donaldson, we heard Coach Locke say that he had a goal for him to lose some weight. He was at 6'2", 238. He's still obviously 6'2", but now he's 230. And like I said in my running back review, I think if you get this guy to 225, he's going to be a whole lot better. Why? Because 238 wasn't helping him. He split the backfield last year with a guy who was 5'7", 198 pounds at West Virginia. And CJ Donaldson's yards after contact were an entire yard less than the 5'7", 198 pounder. So the 238 wasn't helping him. So let's get him quicker, get him down to 225 and get him quicker. And I think that we're going to hear that he is picking things up quick. He's a veteran. He's assimilating well, and he's really impressing everybody because I think that Coach Locke, coaching him, riding him, he's going to make him a better back. This dude's track record now. And the interesting thing is when Coach Locke was hired, we've talked for years about running backs coach being one of the easiest positions to coach, if not the easiest ones. And basically, you're just a recruiter. And he was very offended by that notion. Not that anybody said it to him, but he knows that that's the narrative out there. And in his inaugural press conference, he went over and over about, like, I am a coach. I'm a running backs coach. And we're actually seeing that. Those dudes got better and better and better. One thing we've also seen is transfers that come into Ohio State take a big leap forward. Will Kazmarek got way better. Seth McLaughlin obviously got better. Will Howard, IGB got better. So with all this evidence, I expect CJ Donaldson will be the exact same. He's going to get a lot better. Now, this is James Peoples Spring, buddy. 5'10", 210 pounds, second-year dude out of Texas. Grew up a Buckeye fan out of Texas. Has an opportunity to be the feature back at Ohio State for multiple seasons, which is a very fortunate position to be in. A situation guys dream about coming out of high school because so much of this is about situations. Yeah, talent, sure, but you got a great situation here with two studs leaving. Got the opportunity to be the lead back at a major program for multiple years. He's got a great mental makeup. He's smart. He's driven. He accelerates very fast. Doesn't have top-end breakaway speed, but fast enough. Cuts really sharp. Physical when he needs to be. When we talk about his physical tools, this guy's like an 8.5 out of 10 for a college back. So we'll start the season with those two guys leading the show. Then, of course, we got freshman Bo Jackson, 6 foot, 220 pounds out of Cleveland St. Joe's. And when we talk about a great opportunity, it does not get better than this. Not only is he a freshman with the size, the ability, and the talent, neither of his freshman competition are going to be competing with him in spring. Isaiah West, 5'11", 215 all-purpose back out of Philadelphia St. Joe's, won't be here till fall. I'm sorry, he's here. He won't be ready to go till fall. He's injured. Turbo Rogers out of Alabama, 5'8", 190. He won't be here till June. And he's a speed demon. So, again, not just about being a freshman who can get it done physically and can learn things. It's about opportunity. And the opportunity really is aligning for Bo Jackson. The other guy in people's class, Sam Williams-Dixon, entered the portal for a month, came back out of the portal, and I don't think he has the ability to hold off Bo Jackson. Bo, in my opinion, is guaranteed to be at minimum the number 3 back in short order when the season gets rolling. I wouldn't be as confident if Isaiah West wasn't injured, because Isaiah West could compete with Bo Jackson for that role. Isaiah not as physically gifted, but he is a step above the other guys in that room outside of Bo Jackson. And don't forget, when we talk about this kid, this is a guy that coaches can trust because he will have everything down to the T. As a freshman, he'll know every assignment. He will be able to block effectively. He will not fumble the ball. He is a guy that is a coach's dream and something that you don't usually get as a freshman. Doesn't have the breakaway speed that Bo Jackson has, certainly not that of Anthony Rogers. When we talk about home run hitters, both those dudes can get it done. But when Coach Locke talked about Bo Jackson in that press conference, his face lit up, and he described him as a running back, as a guy with gifts only God can give you. Fast, physical, strong, 6 foot, up to 220. And there aren't too many men in college football who at 220 pounds can pull away. And Bo can. He wasn't my favorite back coming out of the class. He wasn't my favorite back coming out of the state of Ohio. I was a Marquise Davis guy, but Bo's the dude, because Marquise Davis wanted to go somewhere where he was just the man. And that's not an Ohio State type of dude. So Bo absolutely has the potential. And I think I'll just give one. I got a prediction show coming out. One of those predictions is Bo Jackson will be the leading rusher on this team multiple games this year as a freshman. Coming out of spring, I think we're going to hear how he is just blowing everybody away. He's going to be that freshman on the offensive side of the ball that everybody's talking about. Again, unfortunately, Turbo Rogers and Isaiah West aren't going to be participating, which really stinks. I want to see all those three guys out there, but they're really good prospects. Can't wait to see them. And then you got Sam Williams-Dixon, TC Caffey. What's up with him after two really devastating injuries that ended 2 seasons? And then you got Rashid Sesse, former Mr. Ohio football, coming into year 2. And when we talk about those 3 guys, he's dynamic. He's a walk-on, the only one of those guys with a scholarship, Sam Williams-Dixon. But Cisse is something, man. He's not. TC Caffey was not a starter quality back, but he was a guy who can really get it done. And in a pinch, he was a guy to me that looked like he should have been on scholarship for sure. I hope that he can get that back, get that juice back coming off that second injury. Also an incredibly hard worker, a guy who all of his teammates in the running back room said he's always taking notes, like just a great dude. So hope that we can see something out of TC Caffey, who gave up the opportunity to be a scholarship back at a lot of MAC level programs to walk on at Ohio State, and has certainly proven his merit, been a great teammate with a couple of devastating injuries.